Yo, beautiful people, this ain't here.
And this is Kevin.
This is Games Music Life.
Yes.
We're the Games Music Life podcast, episode 223.
Wow.
So you're going to go with the soft voice today, right?
Yeah, man. We on that double Jordan boy, huh?
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, we definitely running those numbers up.
Yes. Feeling like Jordan myself.
Yeah. Wow. Where should we begin? Sorry. So, First of all, shout out to my guy. Graduated from college.
Yes.
Okay.
Done the thing.
I got smoke for your wife, man. So she planned this beautiful party, this beautiful surprise for you. I was in on it. I definitely wanted you to be surprised. I didn't want you to know anything, so I kept you busy throughout the day.
Yeah. I was led astray.
You were definitely led astray because I kept it business as usual. You know what I'm saying? It was no different.
I didn't know where the kids in on it.
Oh yeah, everybody knew.
Okay.
Everybody knew.
They was excited to see me. I was
well, here's the thing. They didn't know. The little ones didn't know that you were coming over for a reason. They literally legit wanted you to come by.
Okay.
Like they missed you because they saw the podcast. Like Uncle Kevin.
Danny called me at the door.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
Come.
You and Dan, you've been to Dan Whisperer since she's been out. Like she only really rocked with a couple men. You and my dad and me sometimes. So that was her thing. So no, they missed you. They wanted to see you, but the older kids kind of knew.
Okay.
So I had you out the house and you came through. We were doing the pod at my house and it was business as usual.
Yes.
Your wife is blowing me completely up about it, right? Okay. And she like all I had to do, the duty I was tasked with was keep you out the crib and give you a letter. That's all I had to do, right? I'm like, I can handle that. It's in my wheelhouse. Derek can handle that. Your wife didn't think I could handle that, man. And I think that she was
not that she didn't think so, man. It's in her nature just to be like a micromanager.
Really?
Yeah.
She couldn't be my boss then because I quit. Okay. But no, it was like, in all honesty, all jokes aside, man, that woman loves you to death because the level of detail that went into all of it was like, to the minute, like, okay, he'll be here at a certain time. And I'm like, dang, that's pretty dope. But I didn't even know why. I just thought it was for your birthday. And I'm like, man, hold on. His birthday was a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago. Like, why are we doing all this? And like, for instance, anybody want to do anything, she wants to do anything for you just out the blue, that's pretty dope. But I didn't know what it was for. And then when she told me, I'm like, all right, that's something I gotta celebrate too. Because I didn't graduate from college. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, it ain't too late. I think I'm clear evidence it's not too late.
Well, no. I don't. College ain't for me. No, time's passed. Okay, let's stop there. Okay, like no. I understand you bigging me up. No, time's done. I'll live vicariously through you. So when it was done, and I knew that what we were celebrating, I'm like, okay, now I got to push the envelope a little bit because that is something. There's only two things in life I will say. Like I want to we'll celebrate it gift wise. Like, okay, I want to get my guy something special. It was your wedding and then you graduate from college. Yeah. All right. Birthdays, that happens every year. Yeah. You might get a high five and
we all get a birthday, man.
Yeah, you get a birthday every year. So I took a little bit of selfishness in this because I knew that I wanted to push the envelope when you get in the gaming computer. All right. So I'm like, all right, there was two things I wanted, two choices I had, either getting you a video card or getting you a CPU. Well, I don't know preference CPU, which one to do. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to get my guy a video card. Okay. All right. So anyways, but I knew, I'll be honest with you, I knew by doing this, it was going to push the envelope when you building your computer. Yeah. Because had I not did this, you would have drug your feet.
I would have.
I don't know if you would have done it. Okay. And I don't know if y'all noticed the robe over here now. This is PC Master Race Kev now.
That's right. That's right. I can't be bothered with console plebs any longer.
Yo, so you built your computer.
I did.
How does it feel?
Oh man, you know what? The whole process of that. If you're into tech, I will say this: if you're into tech and you haven't done so already, I, as a person who put this off for years and who have been thinking about it, like, we joke on the podcast. I always I told you in real life, like, I don't know. I can't see it, bro.
I asked you that day. Yeah. The day of, you were like, I don't know. I'm like, in my head, I knew I was going to get it.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying, like, when I be looking at it, I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at here, man. But, I've been toying with the idea for years and I was just kind of put it off. And, I had a reason to celebrate this time. You had already hooked the boy up, got me my GPU. And I mean, literally, like, I got it that day. Like, that day I was celebrating and all that stuff. That Sunday, I was looking at the card. I'm like, I gotta go ahead and do this. Yeah, I gotta go ahead and do this. Get off work. I got a grill, so I got on the grill. I'm sitting outside. I'm just watching videos about like, all right, how do I build this PC? So I educated myself on, you know what I'm saying, joining the finest class of gamers. And then on Thursday, I'd already picked out all my parts. I felt like I had a pretty solid build together. I learned the things that I needed to know. I did a crash course to get up to speed. Okay. Bought all my parts. And yesterday I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put it together. I ain't gonna lie. I was intimidated. I was very intimidated. It's intimidating because it's like, it seems like so much can go wrong. And you think about computer parts and it's like, man, everything is super fragile. Yeah. It's not.
It's not.
It is not. It's not at all.
No.
Like, listen, there are things I struggled through. It worked out just fine. Only thing I would say I had to be kind of gentle with was the CPU. But that part was so easy. It was like, you just drop it into place, click it down, and you're done. You don't have to do anything else with it. And the motherboard can take a bit of a beating. So you're okay. But I would say if you're into tech, man, build you a PC. Like, even it don't have to be a gaming PC, none of that kind of stuff. Like, just build a PC. The feeling you get when you press that power button and everything lights up, those fans start running, and then you get a display on the screen is like nothing else. Like, I laid out on the floor just like, I can't believe it. I did it. I've done it. Like, and like those pin connectors, they are frustrating.
Those things are frustrating.
And the challenge of the unknown, like I had those 4 prongs for the fan, but the fans themselves only had 3 prongs. I'm like, I'm just gonna kind of guess here that this is supposed to work this way. I'm gonna turn it on and pray for the best, and sure enough, it worked out for us. So yes, man, thank you to everybody who reached out. I only told a handful of people because I'm like, listen, I'm pretty old. I should have done this a long time ago. But
whatever, I'm not buying that.
Well, my thing is like, I went back. Like, I just went back a couple years ago. Well, 2 years ago.
But in the midst of all this, you've got certifications.
Yes,
you got other things that you've done. It's not like you've just been going to college,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and plus, what you're going to college for ain't no easy thing.
Yeah,
keep it all the way trill. So don't sell yourself short on that.
Well, no, it wasn't that. It was just like, I don't want to do all the celebrating. Like,
it's a celebration, Kev.
Listen, I'm gonna celebrate when I'm getting that money. When I'm getting that money, that'll be the celebration.
You suffer from the same thing I do, which is you don't like to focus on yourself.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying, and I think that's what it comes down to. That's why, knowing that I know that you're like that, I definitely took that advantage of it. I definitely wanted to highlight it more. Like, okay, this is the gift from me and the wife and the kids. So
yes, greatly appreciate it. And I appreciate all y'all did to get in on that party. Oh, the party. Oh, so listen. This is what made it so funky. Like, so like a week before, I noticed that my wife had been acting real strange, just real cagey or whatever. And I was just, I just kind of put it off. I was like, whatever. Like one night we were going to bed or whatever, and I think she was getting out of the shower, and her phone was laying on the bed, so I picked it up. Maybe somebody had a text message or something like that. I picked it up, and she like dove trying to get the phone. And
because they can't lie. Our wives can't lie.
I'm like, well, wait a second. Like, what you do? Like, first of all, she dove, she missed. I was like, hey, come on now, you got to be quicker than that. You know what I'm saying? You want to get one over on old Kevy Kev? You got to be quicker than that now, baby. Now, what am I not supposed to be seeing? And she was like, I had to text Sharita about something. It was personal.
They can't lie, man.
Well, you know what? But the thing is, it's like, listen, I felt like this was the true barometer of if we had a healthy relationship, because I just respected that. Like, okay, hey, fine. And plus, you know what I'm saying? Like, all you got to do is tell me you saying something to one of your girlfriends that I probably just didn't want to know about. Yeah, for sure. So I was like, you know what? Here's your stuff back, and I never looked. I was just kind of like, that was kind of weird. She normally doesn't care about me seeing her phone, so I'm like, a little weird, but hey, whatever.
Yeah.
And then so later on in the week, she had to go somewhere, whatever. And we've got to find my friends.
She did not know that.
She didn't know that.
No,
but
she did not know that.
So she had been taking a little while. I was like, man, what is going on here? I'm like, maybe she went to the store or something. So I checked to see where she was at. And she was at my parents' house. I was just like, she's at my parents' house. She ain't say nothing about it. I was like, it's a little weird. But, I mean, she's at my parents' house. Like, right. I mean, like, okay, whatever.
Did your spider senses start tingling at all?
No, not even a little bit.
Oh, bro, you ain't got no intuition then. Like,
I already had so much going on. I was just kind of like,
you were
okay.
at finals and everything.
Yeah, well, I was done by then, but I had some other stuff I was working on or whatever, and so I was just like, whatever. But I mean, it's like, her going to my parents' house wasn't no big surprise. And by the time she got home, and I realized later that she didn't mention going to my parents' house, but I'm like, it doesn't really, like, maybe she had to use the bathroom. I don't know. Like, whatever. I mean, it's fine. I mean, you went to my parents' house, no big deal. And then she was staying up like super late every night. Like she was staying up till like 3-4 o'clock in the morning.
Remember when you came over, you had mentioned that to me.
Yeah, I'm like, man, she's turned into a night out. And I'm like, she cleaning up the house, and like she been going crazy about cleaning up the house. I'm like, go to bed. We can do it tomorrow. Like, just get a little bit done every day. It's fine. And she has just been going crazy. Like, I gotta get it done. Never did I piece it together until you were like, hey man, I got something. I think you're supposed to give it the toy. I was like, okay. You was like, I read it. I'm like, no, this to me. I got about halfway through. I'm like, I've been set up.
Hey, yo, when you looked up and said, you knew about it. Yeah. And I just smiled like, yeah, I did.
I've been set up. What is going on here? So she set it up real nice, and we came back, had a good time or whatever. And so thank you, babe, for and everybody that was involved. Thank you. It was good.
She had every detail down. Like she sent me the playlist. Like, do you think this is a toy?
Sir, that is
you
toy.
Really send me a playlist? Like, put some Isaac Hayes in there or something. I don't know.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it a thou wow. Like like she talks through like everything with me. Bruh. So like to the point where it's like after a while I got a 40 gig hard drive.
I told you
here,
that.
Bruh.
That's what
like,
it is.
That's facts because it's like, yo, sometimes I'll ask her something later on. She'll be like, I already told you this. I'll be like, you know what, you probably did, but I'm sorry, I tuned out. I tuned out.
Yeah, at least you admit you tuned out. I'm like, oh, you didn't tell me. See, I'll debate it. Like, I'll think I'm right. Like, no, you didn't. Yeah, man, I got a 40 gig hard drive up here, man. Don't tell me more than I need to know. I'm going to forget something important, like one of the kids' names or something.
No, the part that makes it bad, bro, is it's like she'll be talking about it, and it's like I kind of catch the gist, and maybe that's where I mess up because it's like I catch the gist of what she's talking about, but I miss a lot of the details. So I ask her a question specific to one of the details, and she's like, "I already told you that. We went over all of this." I'm like, "We?
No, you went over.
You went over it. Listen.
Yeah,
I heard what I heard. There. Yeah, I don't know."
Yeah.
So I get in trouble for that a lot, but
yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
Listen, I can't listen that long, man.
No, I can't.
You know what I'm saying? It's like being in a continuous class for 8 hours. I need a break. Buddy.
Take it easy on me. The body can only handle but so much, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
I'm exhausted.
But in this instance, you should be not so much thankful, but just happy that she is. Because, I mean, it was to the letter, bro.
I think she ought to be happy that I trust her so much. Because, literally, it was some very strange behavior. I just kind of was like, all right, well, hey, whatever. I trusted. It must be fine.
Yeah, in some certain situations, you know, mess around, get yoked out, man. Like, hey, man, what's all this erratic behavior going on here?
You acting real strange.
Because when you were at the house and you said, like, yeah, she's at home. What's she doing there? I was like, oh, boy. So I went upstairs to look for the mic. And I went upstairs. I told Sharita, like, hey, man, he knows where she's at. And she's like, oh my gosh, he knows I'm at home. So then she got on quick on her toes. So you still didn't know what was going on. But I'm glad you didn't figure it out till
well, the thing was, I just kind of was like, huh, it's a little strange, but whatever.
Nah, see me, I might have said the same thing.
Yeah,
but I've been thinking my spider senses would have started tingling, like something's up.
Well, no, you know what? You always say this about me. You're like, yo, like I don't get it, like how you just be so nonchalant about it. But like literally, that's how I am about everything in life. Where it's just kind of like,
no, it was very clear that day. Because like me, normally, I'm like, so what do you mean? Like I got to call like podcast over for a second. Hold on, hey babe, where you at? Like you say you're here, but you're here. Like what's going on?
No, and then when I started calling her, she's like, she's trying to come up with a plan. But really, I was just gonna be like, hey, listen, if you were still coming out here, could you bring the tripod?
And did you know that one of the boxes you brung was a gift for you?
No, I had no clue. I thought she told me that stuff was for Nana. So I actually brought all that stuff, thinking we were going to her mom's house afterwards. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm cleaning, but bro, like that's how I live. Like this robe, indicative of how I live my life.
Oh my goodness,
carefree.
You know, and I'm gonna give you a little smoke on this too, because one of the first conversations we had, I told you I was a computer gamer. He's like, it's no different from console. Yeah. Now you see the difference. Yeah, okay.
Nice. It's nice, very nice.
And that was the reason why I wanted to get you into this ecosystem, because there is no different, man. There's a huge difference with it, and there's nothing like it. I mean, like it, and getting it the way you want it, and you can do everything on it. Get your code. You can code. You can play games. You can edit. You can do everything on it. I think
that I'm glad that I made the investment. Plus, I was kind of explaining this to my wife because she kept seeing that total run up. I'm like, baby, listen. It's got to be what's got to be now. All right, we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna do it right. Listen. I told you beforehand. Like I took my solo money, my side money, and then I took from the us money, and I put it together. And you know what I mean? I did what I did. And she really couldn't say much because she been on a spending terrible. I tell you what, but
don't you love that? Like when they like, okay,
it's like I kind of get away with something.
Okay, now I can get away with something. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, like listen, this is what I'm doing. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
And then you can say,
just like, it's like, all right, fine. You have something that you want. I'm gonna give you this one, boy. Mm-hmm. But so went out there, man, bought all the parts. But now it's like, yo, listen, now I got such a good foundation that as the time goes, we can make changes, we can adjust. And it's like, there'll probably never be another time where I have to go like into a crazy, stupid, expensive build again. So,
no.
You know, it'll be nice.
That'll last you for a while.
Oh man, because it's so fast.
Yeah,
that's always been my gripe with Windows. You know that.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, man, it's so slow.
But I always try to tell you the reason why that was the case because you were comparing a Mac to like a lower end computer. If you put some money into a computer,
I was comparing it to pre-builds.
Well,
right. Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You buy pre-built laptops, and they're good at first.
And they put all that stuff on it.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, it ain't working. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's just nasty.
So now you done built it. Now you got the Kev machine.
And it's super. And that was the thing. I was like, yo, I'm going to put a little money in this. So I want it to run the way I want it to run.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I'm going to get that SSD. What is it? NVMe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yo, I need that card to be super fast. You know what I'm saying?
I hate you so much
already
right
hit me
now.
up with the GPU.
I hate
man.
you.
It's super
Look,
fast.
this is really like I beef with you, bro, because I've been telling you this for years. Like, we literally been having this conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
No, because you did the Kev. You're like,
now, baby.
that's kind of stupid, dear. And I would get frustrated, like, okay, I know what you're doing now. It took me a year to really understand, like, he's just being Kev right now. So now that you're on it, now it's cool again. You know, like,
yeah, it's all good. Now I'm better. Now I'm better than people. You know what I'm saying?
You are. Yeah. It really is, man.
You know what I'm saying? I have no time for console plays. No, none at all.
Okay, so now you understand too about there's no reason to buy an Xbox.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because I don't get it now.
I'm not buying. I'm skipping out on my iMac more than likely, and I'm definitely not buying that Xbox.
You don't love your Xbox anyway. So I realized something. You were upstairs. You had it hooked up. So let's take it down. Put it on the real nice TV. Right.
Yeah.
We go downstairs. And I noticed your Xbox is plugged into the wall. I said, Kev, why is your Xbox plugged into the wall, right? And your answer to me was, it has a power brick on it, and it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I said, so hold on. You got your PlayStation plugged into the wall? Oh, absolutely not. I said,
absolutely not.
You really do not like Xbox. You don't like your Xbox at all. To the point where you risk the fact that they're getting struck by lightning. You don't care.
If something happened to it, it'd be all right.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I've been through Red Ring before. You know what I'm saying? It'd be all right.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Xbox is, the new one is no reason to buy it.
Nah, I'm definitely not buying that. PS5, I'll probably get, but you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Unless like the launch exclusives come out and they're just like blowing my mind, I might even wait a little bit on that PS5 to be honest. It's like, yo, I'm gonna spend some time with this PC.
Oh yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna spend some time getting to know it, and you know what I'm saying, just experiencing what Master Race has to offer. now that I'm done with you know that old mess, that old garbage, minus the PS4, really just the Xbox.
That's all this is. You're smoking.
I mean, the Xbox got unplugged.
Yeah,
it did. I yanked it right on out the TV. That ain't no problem. Disconnect my PS4 now. Come on now. You're asking for a lot. I can move it over. But
now I'm going to tell you how much you don't like it. You left it plugged into the wall, but you unplugged it from the TV.
I did.
Bro. It's going to break. That's the thing. It's hearing us all this conversation, but you don't care. And I get it, bro. I get it. Like, no, we said this on a couple podcasts ago. If you have a gaming computer, there really is no reason to have an Xbox.
At all.
At all. There's no reason.
But now that I know that I can use that companion app, I'll probably do my PC gaming from my Xbox through that companion app.
Yeah, it works pretty good too.
That smart glass.
It works pretty good.
Yeah,
it works pretty good. A lot of times when I was playing 2K, that's how I would do it when my Xbox was down in the basement. But all right, man, let's start like we always do, bro. What have we been playing?
Yes,
we've been playing, bro.
Oh man, finishing out that 2K.
Okay.
We're definitely at the end of cycle now.
Yeah.
We didn't get any new content, and we got the final locker code for the year, so they're ramping up for 2K21.
Okay.
Oh man, so I had my god kids for a little bit this week, right?
Okay.
So, you know, I got to keep them entertained, got to show them some things. So they want to play Super Smash Brothers. And, you know, I whooped up on them. I didn't show them no mercy. You challenged me because my godson come in. He's like, I know what to do now to beat you, goddad. I was like, oh, do you now? Do you now? All right, now listen. I've had people tell me this for years. So, little man, I'm going to give you a shot. You know what I'm saying? But you better make it a good shot now. Maybe you are good. I don't know. We're going to find out, though. And so, no, I whooped on him. I whooped on him real good. And then he was a good sport about it. But so they see the other games. They're like, oh, you have Animal Crossing. I want to play. I was like, okay. Now, first, my goddaughter, she had her own Switch. I was like, so here's the cartridge. Oh, yeah. You plug it into your system.
Oh, yeah.
And you can play.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, hey, have a blast or whatever. So she played it, and you know, she set up her island. You know, there's not much you could do, but she was entertained. You know, that was her first time playing, so it was a new experience for her. Well, at some point, it ended up getting plugged back into my console because I guess maybe they just wanted to play on the TV. Listen, my godson went through and tore my island to shreds.
Yes.
He tore it to shreds. I'm just sitting there watching. He's just like pulling up all the fences. Like, I'm going to take their fences. I'm like, these are my fences. There's no there that you're talking about here. Everything here is me. It's mine. I did it on purpose. What do you mean? I'm going to cut down this tree. I'm like, why? Why are you cutting down the tree?
You didn't stop him?
Listen, man, we was about to go. I was like, listen.
That's hours and hours of fixing that you have to do now.
Listen, sir, I was like, listen, have a blast. You got 5 minutes. We're gone. We're out of here. Okay? So have a ball. And I understood because it's like he don't understand the concept of the game. My goddaughter, she had been playing, so she had already gone through the start. So she saw because she's sitting there watching him do it. She's like, no, don't do that. He spent so much time making his island look like this because she knew, but he didn't know what he was doing in this game. He just was like, new game, I want to play.
Yeah.
And so
were you able to fix it?
Huh? I haven't even turned it on again. I was just like. Well, I joined PC Master Race after he did it. I was like, nah,
that's true.
I don't have time for such,
the
such petty dealings, these piddlings.
The fact you have on a robe is really it's funny as heck right now.
Yes. I mean, hey, you know what I mean? It's how I felt. You know what I mean? Just like royalty. You know what I mean?
Oh man! So they tore your island up. So you'll get it fixed back again.
Yeah, I've been needing a reason to remodel anyway. So I guess it'll give me something to do on the game. But yeah, you know, it's not the same.
Yeah,
it don't hit the same no more.
It's gonna hit a little different.
Yeah,
it is gonna hit a little different.
We got in on that Fortnite. I found out, you know what I'm saying, I might be all right with that mouse and keyboard.
Yo, that's one thing I was surprised about. You really jumped in with mouse and keyboard.
Yeah,
I still don't do that.
I went right for it. Like, you know what? I'm gonna see what this was all about, and I get it.
Are you gonna stick with it?
Probably for a while. I mean, I'm probably going to still play with a controller. Like that duty, I'm not ready to go full in. But Fortnite's pretty easy to play mouse.
But you don't build, though.
I don't build. But I don't need to build. Like, I ain't there to build. I'm there to kill. You know what I'm saying? So you can build up all you want. But listen, once you come down here, you know what I'm saying? Once you come fight with the big boys.
Yeah.
Listen, I got something for you.
It is a movement barrier. I know. You could tell when you were playing against people, you were moving more fluid than they were, like jumping around and moving and stuff. And then, like it was like you were just killing them.
Well, I mean, it just made it so funny because like they're trying to duck and jump and stuff, and they're shooting at me from a distance. I'm just running right towards them. I'm just zigzagging so much that they're like, I can't hit this guy.
Yeah,
I just see the bullets which whizzing right by me. Once we got closer into a gunfight, it's like, bro, I'm locked in. I'm following you with my mouse.
I really wish I had the time to go back and edit all the other
podcasts, all the trash I talked.
Yes, well, not so much even that. Just one particular nugget of it was that refresh rates. What is refresh rates? Now you see what refresh rates are.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
I gotta hate you so much, man. Once
you get in there, it's like, this different. Like, because you can just see the guy that's playing with the controller. You're like, poor you, man. You don't even know what's going on here anymore. You're probably playing on your Switch, aren't you?
Oh boy.
Yeah. No, it's not good over there, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, you literally watched me walk down a guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in the lane.
One dude up with the sniper.
Yeah, I just walked him. The one dude I lined him up. Bow. You know, hey, not a big deal, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Okay. But the mouse, it just makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
It's like, to the point I was like, this isn't fair.
I think the movement is what I get a hard time with. Like,
it is very fast.
It's very fast, and like maybe, I don't know. I think I could do it if I put enough time into it, but I would suck initially, and that would work.
Listen, try it on Fortnite. Just matter of fact, if you want to later, we'll get on Fortnite together.
Okay.
We'll PC it up, mouse and keyboard it up, and you know, since we could do these things.
Yeah, we could definitely do that now. I gotta hate you so much. Oh, you fought me for so long on this. You fought me for so long. There's no different.
Yeah.
Like, Kev, it's a huge difference.
Yeah.
You to the point where you came and played on my computer, it was like,
I mean, you know, it'd be like 10 minutes. So it's like, but like once I actually sat down with it, and I was like, okay, this is a different experience. You know, as a matter of fact, what made the difference to me is when I hooked it up, I set it up upstairs on my living room TV. Now, y'all at home don't know. My living room TV, it's an older TV. I had it for a while. But the other TV I have down in the man cave, because listen, my wife don't care nothing about no TV. And she like, listen, HGTV, it look good. Either way, I'm fine. Like, you want to buy another TV? You always try to buy stuff, boy. But,
they never understand that.
Never here nor there. Yeah, I mean, we'll get there. I'm wearing her down. You know what the biggest problem is? She doesn't want to put this TV in our room. And I'm like, yeah, let's just put it in our room. She's like, no, we'll get another TV for me. I'm like, no. Because you're not going to want to get a big TV. I got a big TV right now. I can put this in our room. First of all, I barely watch TV as it is.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Now, if I had this in my room, not so bad. Put that Fire Stick in there, boy. You'd be all right.
Yeah, you'd be all right.
But they never get it. They're like, but we need decorations. Listen, this is gonna decorate.
That's all decorations you need.
You know what I'm saying? You get a screensaver. Look, it's like a picture. It's like a picture on the wall.
Oh, that's kind of smart there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, I set it up initially because I was setting my PC up upstairs. You know what I mean? And once I got it set up, I just hooked it to the TV up here just to make sure everything was working, get everything installed. And so I cranked up a little bit of Fortnite this morning, and when I realized that the TV couldn't keep up with the computer, I'm like, oh no, the computer is working flawlessly. Everything is moving super fast. The TV can't hang, and that's when I was like, I get it now.
That's I understand
the refresh rate. Yeah, I understand this refresh rate thing.
Yeah,
and then once I had it on the big TV, you know what I'm saying? What were we getting, like 120 frames a second?
Yeah,
it was like.
You cranked the refresh rate up to 144.
Yeah.
Now you see,
I unlocked it for Fortnite, so it was just like, have a blast.
Oh, remember the old kid, boy? I tell you, man, he fought me. He fought me tooth and nail over this.
He did.
Yeah.
That was before you. I joined a different level of society. You know what I mean? So I moved up. You know,
boy,
that was young and mature me.
Yeah, now you know.
But I will say, if nothing else, the satisfaction of building a PC is well worth it in itself. Like it feels like an accomplishment. When you're all done. Like you see that bad boy boot up, and it's like, yo, listen, I did this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I did it.
You put your own imprint on it. That is your build from everything you wanted. You did it how you wanted to do it.
Exactly.
You know?
And now it's like, when I bought all this stuff, I was like, man, I don't need RGB lights. Oh, this is stupid.
Yeah,
Why would I ever do that?
Right.
Then I turned that case on, I saw those RGB lights. I was like, I need RGB lights. Yeah, I need RGB fans. I need the RGB lights. It's very easy to install them. I know exactly where they're going to go on the board and everything.
Yeah,
I need that. I'm looking up. They have one where the fan like creates like a hologram in it or whatever. I was like, that looks pretty nice. I could do that. That looks pretty good to me.
You do end up buying frivolous things. You're like, it'd be important to you. Like, I need that.
Yeah, it's like, you don't understand. Like, maybe I might put a Funko Pop in the case.
Yeah,
I might do it. Why not? It's like, look, I got some space in there.
And you used to clown people like that.
I did. Yeah, I didn't understand back then, but it's a satisfaction that only you can understand once your two hands have gone into putting in that work.
Yeah, because it does get kind of stressful at times, especially when stuff doesn't work. You were blessed that you didn't have any issues.
Well, I had done so much research, and I mean, we're both tech people, so it's like we understood what it was. But it was a lot of fun. That first time you press that power button, and mind you, it's like I didn't have it connected to the monitor yet. I didn't have anything plugged in except for the power cable. But the first time I pressed that power button and the white light came on the power button, and then all the fans cut on and the lights came on the motherboard, it was just like, yo. I did it.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah.
Wow. So like Toya was she was like, I knew you could do it, babe. I'm like, listen, thanks. But
I had my doubts.
Yeah, I had my own doubts about this. I didn't know how this was gonna go, and I was for sure the first time I booted this thing up, something was gonna be wrong. But no. I watched the tutorials. I understood what was going on, and whoever makes this stuff, like, stop assuming that we all know what exactly is going on over here. Like that, make these manuals, okay? Because it's literally just a picture. Like, you looking for this is here.
Yeah,
it's like, yes, but what does this do?
Yeah,
that's what I need to know. They're
you
like,
won't know.
Huh?
You just know it works,
right? Huh?
What's that little battery thing in there? Should I take it out? No. That's the battery for the motherboard. Leave it.
Right.
Okay.
Unless I need to reset it.
Right. What's this button for? You won't know.
Yeah. Nah.
That's what's up, man. I'm proud of you, man. You did it, man.
Speaking of the frivolous purchases, though, so did you end up making it out to Micro Center yesterday?
I did. I was in and out quick too.
You didn't get a chance to cop any.
No, I got a new NVMe. Because I needed a new. Because like I tell the wife, man, I can't be held responsible if you send me to Micro Center to get a TV for the kids. And I might get something for myself, you know.
So yeah, that way.
I did. I went in there, got a TV for the kids, and I got me a new hard drive. I needed a new hard drive.
See, what's your opinion about running the SSD and then having a secondary spinning disk?
My thought of it is, why get a slower speed hard drive?
But if it's just for storage, like if you're just storing,
yeah, but I want my games to boot fast.
They should. If you have everything running from your SSD, you should still be okay.
Well, if I'm storing the game on the actual spinning disk, and then I thought it would be slower.
It might be.
Yeah.
I'm still unclear on this, but like I will tell you, those spinning disk drives are cheap.
Oh, they're super cheap.
Yeah, I mean, like you get an 8 terabyte drive for like $100.
Yeah.
Like, you see that, you be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Once you're a member of this society, then you understand. Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Besides Fortnite, so you got Call of Duty. We booted that up, so you get into your computer games. Anything else you playing?
No, that's about it.
Okay.
I'm still looking. Like, now I ain't gonna lie. I went on there. I went on Steam expecting to see them deals. I was like, listen, Steam, you let me down. Right now. Them games are expensive right now.
Some are. You can still get. And I'm about to send you the links on like Kingwin.net. There's a good one. They sell wholesale PC keys and they're all legit. Like they're all real legit and everything. So I'll just share those links with you now that you're in the master race.
Yes. I'm gonna get my emulators up too.
Oh, I got you.
That's definitely gonna be.
I got you.
Something
I got them all on a hard drive for you too.
Perfect.
That'd be perfect. Because the Wii U is a good one.
Yeah,
it's a good one to have. As far as me, what have I been playing? I loaded up Halo Reach the other day and was playing that on PC. Yeah. It looks pretty good. Didn't age too well.
That's gonna be the only Halo you playing for a while.
I know. We'll get into that in a second. That looked okay. Halo Reach is probably my favorite Halo because it's the one that made the most sense. I kind of knew it was a prequel. I knew what was going on. It's the birth of Master Chief. You kind of know. And then all the other Halos are on there too. I'm probably going to run through all of them, but I don't understand what the heck I'm playing on Halo. And I think we talked about that before.
Yeah, I know none of the games.
I know none of it was going on, man. Like, I didn't know Halo was about a librarian and all this. I'm like, man, I don't know what that is. Like, yeah.
I did. Like, once you told me, like, Master Chief was, like, some, like, child soldier forced into, like, slavery or something like that. I was like, whoa, okay. Like,
super soldiers.
He's like 10, actually. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah, they stole them and then did all that. You didn't read the books is the only reason why I know. Because Halo does a poor job explaining to you what the heck is going on.
Yeah, no, it's just like, hey, man, listen, you're on this ship, go fight.
Yeah, exactly. Those rings, don't worry about them.
Right.
Just shoot them. And then what's the flood? I don't know. A virus? Who cares?
Who cares?
Go shoot stuff. And when you're done, you see checkpoint, go to the next checkpoint.
Just keep going.
Yeah, like I don't know if did we ever play any Halos together?
No.
Okay. But I know when I played all the Halos, I'm like, what in the world did I just play?
I know we tried to play Halo 5 and it's like I bought it, I installed it, and I played it for like 2 days, and I was like, "This is awful. Yeah, this is an awful game. I know I hate it again."
You complain. We only played it for like a couple minutes. You complain the entire time.
It's an awful game.
It was an awful game.
Yeah,
but they tried to throw in what's the black dude's name that played on a Netflix show?
What's that?
The black dude that was in the game. That was in Halo 5, man.
I don't know.
See, exactly.
Is it my boy from The Wire?
No,
he's in everything. Lieutenant Daniels is in all the games.
He is in all the games. No, his homeboy that was in okay, what's the Netflix series, the Marvel dude, the black Marvel superhero?
Oh, okay, Luke Cage.
Luke Cage. This dude that played Luke Cage. He was in this. You don't even remember that. Yeah, you really hated that. You don't like your Xbox, bro. You've been off of Xbox for a long time.
Yeah.
You had okay, whatever. We're not gonna go back down that. Your response gave me your grunt gave me enough. The Rick Ross grunt gave me enough. What else am I playing? What else I pick? Oh, so I did play a little bit of Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
There you go.
I loaded up, started playing the campaign a little bit. The campaign's pretty fun.
Man, Modern Warfare 2 campaign is free on PS4.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's something to do. I was playing that. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I played No Russian. And I was like,
don't hit the same.
No, it wasn't even that. It was like what I noticed about myself is like the older I get, the more maybe the more empathetic or the more I start to kind of notice. Yeah,
that game was a problematic game.
Well, it was like, yo, you went through the airport and you just start mowing down all these just innocent civilians. I'm just like, this ain't right.
No,
this is not good for your psyche, man. Like this ain't good.
Well, remember when it came out, they got a lot of backlash because of that.
Yeah,
and they took it out. You could actually skip that mission.
Yeah,
because of it.
So I didn't skip it.
No, I played it. I definitely wanted to see what all the hoopla was about, and I saw it.
I forgot what all. And then once we started going through it, I was like, oh. But as a kid, I was like. I'm like, oh yeah, these are the bad guys. That's why I had to do it. Now as an adult, I'm like, no, these are innocent bystanders.
Oh yeah.
No,
these aren't bad guys.
Right. This isn't good.
That's not Bowser.
Right.
That lady was just going to the airport.
Why would I shoot innocent people? That doesn't make any sense. As an adult, you're like, you're right. That doesn't make any sense.
It's got
but
dark.
That's what's happening.
That's what's happening. Yeah, that game was definitely different. So yeah, those two games. What else have I played, man? That was pretty much it. A little bit
Animal
Destiny.
Crossing?
Animal Crossing sold my turnips.
Okay.
So I did do that.
Yeah. I hit you a day too late.
Yeah, you did, bro. Yeah. You didn't sell your turnips then, so you got them off on your island.
Yeah, I didn't expect I'd get that much for them.
How much did you buy this week? Last week?
How much did I buy in volume? Okay,
Yeah.
I bought like 650,000 worth.
Oh man, so you made a lick.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I bought at like 108 a turnip, and then I sold at 488.
Okay.
So I made a little over 3 million.
Okay.
Yeah, but at this point, it's kind of, I think I got like
Pay
15
Tom
million
Nook his
bills.
money, man.
I'm not paying
Tom Nook.
Listen,
you're part of the master race now.
I go.
There's a level of elitism that we have. You have to pay Tom Nook. You're
Nah,
on a
that's on
damn
principle.
road, Kev.
I've done so much for Tom Nook in that island already.
Yeah.
The fact that he had the audacity to charge me $2.5 million for a basement, to build a basement, he charged me $2.5 million. Do that look like a $2.5 million house to you?
Not at all.
So let alone just a basement ain't $2.5 million.
Yeah.
So Tom Nook, you're never getting that money. Like I've been on this island. It's first of all, he owned the island, but somehow I'm building the ramps and bridges,
Right.
and I pay for it out of my pocket.
Word.
And it's
Yeah.
his island. Everybody use the ramps and bridges.
Right. Nobody kicks in on the ramps and bridges.
Nobody ever kicks in.
Nobody does. I'll leave for the day, like, and then come back in the evening. It's gonna be like $50. I want to kick everybody off the island, bro. Like, how am I paying all the money?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, y'all ain't paying nothing.
And bro, it's not like they're cheap. It's like
No.
it's like 125,000,
Nah.
200,000
Yeah,
bells.
like 220.
Yeah, it's like
Bro, I tell you, that's the most defeating
you
thing.
put in 50 bells on this.
Word. Like, I want to see who put in the 50. Like, I want to have a town meeting. Like, who put in the 50?
Right.
I'm paying the 230.
Right.
Y'all put in 50. Like, yo, get off the island.
Right. Disrespect.
Just beat it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it teaches you things. But I have been playing Animal Crossing. Just Khalees has been playing.
Okay.
So I've been just teaching
I've
her.
been meaning to get her ID. That way
Yeah.
I can start sending.
But
her stuff.
I didn't get her I haven't figured out how to do the companion thing, the what is it called, the Nintendo
family
Online
thing?
the family thing. I haven't figured that out because right now we're doing local play.
It's so
Bro, listen, we're smart
Nintendo
dudes.
makes everything.
Listen, we are smart. We
complicated.
code.
Yeah.
We build computers from our hand, from scratch. I can't figure out the Nintendo Online.
mittens, boy. For my mittens, I put it. That was me plugging stuff in last night.
I can't wait for the Rona to be over. We're around other people again, and the smugness that you're gonna give them. Like, oh, you still do that? I built my own PC. Like, I'm gonna cut my eyes at you so hard, man.
Telling me about, you know what I'm saying? They've been playing Schmite on the Xbox. Ugh, yuck. How dare you?
Oh man! All right, so we mentioned about Halo, right? And we talked about how that's gonna be the only Halo we played for a long time. All right, so Halo Infinite got pushed back to 2021, even though the new Xbox is coming out this year.
Yeah.
Okay, it literally makes no sense. I'm gonna tell you what it was, bro. That picture of that gorilla that we saw, that was a final. I'm so certain that was a final build.
Oh, I'm positive.
Because they got so much shrapnel from it. And they were like, oh, that's just on current gen and it's not final. And then now the next week the game is pushed back. Oh yeah, no, that gorilla was alpha.
Yeah, listen,
they was ready to launch that boy, man. They was ready to get it out of here. I'm thinking that's what it was.
Listen, I mean, everybody who saw that little launch presser or whatever was kind of like,
yeah. Now you know. I put down the Xbox flag and I picked up the PlayStation. I am now PlayStation PC Master Race God.
Yes,
but I always had a soft spot for the Xbox that they could make a comeback in some way. That was the solidifying nail in the coffin that there is no survival for an Xbox right now.
Nah, it's looking bad.
They pushed Halo back. They're one. That's like Nintendo pushing Mario back. You know what I'm saying? And like they're still launching a console. The finesse is in.
Absolutely.
The finesse is in. They're trying to get people to buy a console, and I don't see why. Just put Game Pass on everything. Put Game Pass on the phone. Put Game Pass on the Nintendo. Put it on the PlayStation. For real, just whore it out. Excuse my language, but like just whore it out. Put it on everything, and then screw the whole console thing because it makes no business sense to do it the way they're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, especially after I built this PC.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's a monster.
Yeah,
and and I mean, you know what? They need to just put that Game Pass, put the full Xbox Game Pass library just on over that PC because I was trying to look for Red Dead Redemption 2 because that's the game. I'm like, listen, now I want to play this on PC. Now, Death Stranding. Can't wait. Grand Theft Auto. I can't wait to get on Grand Theft Auto. Is it?
Yeah.
Where?
Epic Store.
Oh yeah.
Not Epic Store. Is it the Epic Store? Yeah, we'll look it before I leave.
Yeah, we'll look for it.
Yeah, but it's free though. It's actually free to play now.
I need that.
Yeah.
I need that Grand Theft Auto ASAP. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm putting up. console, get out of here. Get out of here, you filth.
I repeat,
you dirty filth.
You had your Xbox plugged into the outlet.
Yeah.
I'm still blown away by that.
Yeah. Bro, you lucky it wasn't like hanging off of the side of the. You lucky I got it perched up correctly.
You left it plugged in, but took the HDMI cord back. That's so much disrespect. And I'm not trying to say like it's not worthy, because the way Xbox has been maneuvering, that's that might be worthy, but
real nasty.
Yeah, man. So Infinite got pushed back.
Yeah,
they're not getting a game, but the console's still coming out. That makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, that's it. Gaming news.
No, wait. No, because there was one more thing.
What?
PlayStation, man. I've seen some of these devs trying to throw dirt on its name.
Oh,
PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I'm gonna let you know right now. I don't appreciate it. I am a PC master racist. Gone, console plebs, console peasants. Fight over these crumbs. I won't stand for the PS5 disrespect. They're talking about it struggling with 4K.
Yeah.
And these games, they're not going to deliver what they say. It's underpowered. It ain't going to be this. It ain't going to be that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Talking about they don't know where he'd be at.
Fam, why don't they just slap a PlayStation logo on a PC and just sell it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what is the whole thing with it? Like, as you see now, there is no comparison as far as with a console and a computer. No. They're trying to mirror a PC, but put it in the packaging of a console. Yeah. And put their UI on top of it. And I think that's where it kind of gets messed up, is the UI thing. PlayStation has a better grip on UI than Xbox. Xbox UI is garbage. Yeah. Okay. But I do think that this is bad timing for consoles, especially with a pandemic. People aren't working. Yeah. Stimulus checks, that whole thing. I mean, people are like hanging on to think if the next round of stimulus checks is coming. Yeah. No one selling a console this year, they should just scrap the whole thing.
At least push it back, because it's like, yo, listen, I know that there are parts constraints. You know what I'm saying? Even outside of the consumer side of it, it's like on the manufacturing side, there's got to be parts constraints. There's going to be import constraints, you know what I'm saying, as far as shipping goes and all that kind of stuff. And maybe that builds hype or whatever, but it's like, yo, if you're not going to be able to build the absolute best version of this that you can right now, just wait. Like, we're not that thirsty for a new console. Mm-mm. The console cycles have I guess this is on target. It's been 7 years, 8 years. I guess it's on target, but it's like, yo, listen, we're not really begging for new consoles right now. Like, we still got fun games. Ghost of Tsushima was still an absolutely fantastic game. Yeah. I played it on a base PS4, a launch version of the PS4. Mm-hmm. Had no problems playing it. It was still visually just absolutely stunning. I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't stack, if I put it.
Because it's going to come out on PC.
Yeah, like when I put it where it goes. You know what I mean? I'm sure it won't stack, but it was still for what the PlayStation 4 can offer. It was still a beautiful offer, and they pushed that. I mean, now on my PC, I don't think we would have got above like maybe 5%.
You beat this PC usage. Less than 10 hours ago, Cam. You're one day in.
I don't think we got over 5%, 8% CPU usage. In my PS4, it was maxed out. That boy was breathing hard. I mean, that fan was running. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That my PC run real quiet. Ooh, and it fired up so fast. Ooh, you seen that? Boy,
from reboot to start, how long it take?
Man, it was like maybe 10 seconds.
Yeah, it was very
right. I mean, when I turned it on the first time, it was right there. It's right when I load up the games, they be like, "Yes, sir." That's how the games load up. The loading screens, they're like, "Yes, sir." We snappy, we getting to it. So I mean, it doesn't compare, but PS4 has been great, and we're fine with where we're at right now. Like, there's no need to rush out these consoles. It's not like the consoles are stale, and we're still going to get most of these games that you guys are promising on the next gen. Mm-hmm. We're still going to get it on the previous gen. So just give us those games right now, or whenever they were scheduled to come out. But
just like you said earlier about emulators, those are games we played less than like 20 years ago. Yeah. If the games are fun, people will play them. It's not about the fidelity and all the floops and all that stuff. That's where I knew Microsoft was over. When they started throwing all that crap out, I'm like, you're taking me as an idiot.
Right.
Because once again, like I said, we are smart, okay? We really are we do this. Yeah. We do technology. So the fact you can throw out a word and it's, the fidelity of the floops. You're like, dude, you gonna peel me and tell me it's raining? Right. Like, seriously, you think I'm gonna pay for this? Like, stop
it. That's all we want. Where are the games?
Where are the games?
PlayStation came with the games. I mean, they still come with the games we got on PlayStation 4 are already better than we got on Series X from what they're telling us is going to come out. Mm-hmm. Like, PS4 is still a better choice whenever Series X launches.
Yeah.
If we're being honest. And think about all the games that you haven't played from the current generation of console cycle.
Yeah.
Like we were just discussing Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, that'll be a fantastic game to play the way it's supposed to be enjoyed. Death Stranding is going to be another fantastic, even though I've already played that, but it'll be, and that's another thing. Like if I bought it on PlayStation, just go and give it to me on PC.
They need to fix that over.
Yeah, like I bought the game. Like that need to be the end of it now.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't think Sony will ever do something and put games like Game Pass is doing. They won't do that.
They need to, because it's like, yo, listen, it don't have nothing like the Epic store ain't got nothing to do with Microsoft necessarily.
That is one thing you're gonna realize with the PC though. That's gonna be weird. Is all these stores.
Yeah,
you got the Bungie Steam. You got Origin. What's the one? Origin.
I got Sims.
You need to get that. What's the one that does not Sims. It's another one I got. I don't know, whatever. But
BattleNet.
Yeah,
for all the Blizzard games and Epic. Yeah.
It's a couple of them.
A bunch of different stores.
Yeah, but so you'll get into that, but you'll get over that real quick. But and then Steam has its own thing. That's its own thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the heck Xbox is doing. They need to push these consoles back, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I just thought it was a low blow that they would try to slander the PlayStation's name the way that they did, just because it ain't looking good for them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's amateur hour. I wouldn't expect anything less from consoles, but
we'll move on. They're definitely trying to. I think they should scrap it, but the reason why they're trying to hold on to hope because football's over, Kev. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Big Ten had announced that the football, they were the first one to jump off the cliff and say there is going to be no season this year. Well, they're going to postpone. I wish they would just say it's going to be over.
I don't know how this postpone works because it's like, okay, the combine happens while you guys would still technically be in season. The NFL draft happens while they would still be in season. And like, so are we just not going to have out of conference games? Is there not going to be a championship?
I don't think these are answers anyone has.
Yeah,
I saw something yesterday actually. It was somebody that goes to Ohio State, and they had posted something on their Twitter showing a line of kids in line to get tested for COVID. I guess they sent out an email last night saying like everyone has to get tested. It was raining yesterday, you remember?
Yeah.
And it was like 3,000 people in line. They all had to get tested by 6 o'clock.
You want to live on campus?
Yes.
Hey, do what you got to do.
But that's the whole point. And that's the whole part that makes no sense. They're allowing kids to go to school and stay on campus in the dorm, but they're not having football.
You know what though? As far as like letting the kids stay on campus, they're getting paid for that. I mean, football brings in a ton of money too, but they still are getting paid for that. Like they got to keep those buildings up now,
right?
But beyond that, I do think that it is important for those students to maybe have that environment, especially if they may not have had it at home. So it's like you still have access to, even if they're limited resources like the computer labs and libraries and stuff like that, food, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you still have what you need to be successful in school.
Right.
So I get that part. Like, do I think it's a great idea? No. And then even to the point, like, what Trevor Lawrence was guy. Okay, I remember he was on Twitter talking about, it's better for us to play. A lot of us have a safer environment, at school than we do at home. And he actually made a great point. It's like that's unfortunate, but especially like some of those football players, and they might be coming from poverty.
Yeah.
And it's like, just because they're playing collegiate football,
mean
they're not still mean that they're not in poverty.
Or they go back home and get into the shenanigans they left school to get away from.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely felt him on that. I thought he made a great point.
But the only thing with that is like, y'all can still go back to campus. Y'all just might not be playing football.
Word.
Y'all can still go back to campus, man. Like classes didn't get canceled. They still expect you to take these classes.
Yeah, they do. So, but they ain't going to school for classes. But it's got to be such a weird and defeating feeling that the season was taken away, and you don't know. You got to stay in shape. You can't just chill.
Right.
And you don't know when you're gonna be able to really play again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like these cats been playing football all their lives.
Yeah.
So I just hope we get a grip on it. I mean, before my kids go to college, play football.
Wow.
I mean,
you're like, listen, just get a grip on the COVID before there's time for them to go.
Because my kids is getting their schooling stepped on right now too. I'm working from the crib. The kids are going to school. I mean, like virtual school got pushed up. They go back to school in like a week.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably just needed that. They need to have that extra time.
Yeah.
To kind of get everybody settled and I know the school year last year was so interrupted because spring break ended up being like 3 weeks for a lot of those kids. So
they didn't have it figured out. They didn't have no plan.
Nah.
And they still up until I would say last 2 weeks, they still was on par with trying to send the kids back to school.
Yeah.
And parents was like, nah, it ain't safe. I'm not sending my kid back. So,
they didn't know how. Like, I mean, we saw what happened with those schools that let back in
Oh,
Georgia.
yeah.
Next
Oh,
thing
yeah.
you know, it was like through the roof.
Through
Like,
the roof.
300 kids got it. Like,
they went straight to virtual now.
Yeah,
You know?
because it was a bad idea, and it's like, yo, you just put a lot of people in danger. Like, I mean, like we've had that discussion. I know a few people personally that are dealing with COVID or whatever, and it's like, yo, to differing degrees. Like some are, maybe just getting a little sick. Some are dying.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, you don't want to roll the dice with that. So
No, you can't, man.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You
It's
can't.
like, and what really tripped me out is like the long-term health effects that
Yeah.
that a lot of them are starting to report
What do you
now.
take from what they were saying about how it affects athletes' hearts? Did you read about that?
I saw that, and then I saw Mo Bamba actually they went ahead and held him out because of complications from COVID. He called it in June.
Really?
Yeah, and they're already like, yo, nah, we're just gonna shut him down.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like so Mo Bamba, like prayers to him. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, they like, listen, he ain't right.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't read about that.
So it's like, yo, we don't know what this. I mean, it's so new. We don't know what the long term effects are.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
the thing. We don't know what the heck is going on from it, man.
You might have got over the fever, but like, who knows what you actually got going on inside you? You know what I mean? Like,
Shoot, it kind of points to the ignorance in America that we don't know how to even try to combat it because people still feel like wearing a mask is going to protect them from everybody.
Right.
Really, the mask is just protecting everybody from you.
right?
And I don't think people still get that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get that. Even though I will say, when I be out, like, I mean, I still have to go to the grocery store, and I had to head to the store to to upgrade.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an essential.
Exactly. That was an essential activity.
Yeah, essential
Like,
activity. Micro Center workers are essential workers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was the happiest place on earth. Too.
I told you,
They were
man.
so nice. Everybody knows. They were so happy. I mean, like, I feel like I got an applause when I walked out of there.
You probably did. Because the thing is, when you told me you had your cart, I was like, oh yeah, they knew you were building.
Yeah.
And then when you told them, oh, that's my first bill, you probably smiling or whatever. They was like, yeah, guy, go do it.
I mean, when I showed the guy the list, I was looking at it. I'm like, man, like, I'm open. I'm coachable. If I need to change anything. No, you're doing great, man.
Yeah.
You got everything.
He gave you all that service, and all you want to do is put his little sticker on your box. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he just sitting there looking. I mean, he was looking proud too. He's like, look at you, man. Look at him. He knew it. Yeah, like, man, no, you did a great job picking these parts, man. You're fine. You're doing great, man.
Yeah,
you got everything.
You go do
need.
it. And if you need, here's the thing: if you would have said I need some help, he would have given his number.
Probably so.
And he probably would have virtually coached you.
Coach me on through it. You got it, man.
Because you know why? The master race. Once you're in it. You're in it.
Yeah, I'm saying it was like it's like a higher level of society.
It is.
You know what I'm
really
saying? You move up.
But it is your duty to pass it on to someone else now. No. Maybe not.
Well, you know
You'll
what?
get there one day.
This has always been my attitude about everything. It's like, yo, anybody that's looking for the help, I'll do everything I can to help them. But like if you're down there and you're stuck on down there with the plebs and you know what I'm saying, the peasants fighting over crumbs, I'm not gonna drag you up here. Now if you look towards the light and you're like, Kev, I think I might be interested in that PC. Give me your hand.
Yeah. Now, here's my thing. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. But here's another thing. Yeah. I am not your tier 2.
Oh, no. Okay? Absolutely not. Like, listen, actually, I will send you the same videos that got me through it.
Yes, absolutely. Because if I can do it, you can do it. You know?
Like,
it's only a select number.
That's my opinion, but I can't tell you what to
a select number of people that they got me from. Anytime you need me, I'm there. You're one of them. Yeah. You need help, I'm here. I bring my Splinter Cell head goggles, and we'll get it figured out.
Get one of them.
I'm telling you, that's the best thing ever.
Yeah, it was nice.
It is.
Like, my wife, she was holding it, and she was like, "I can see it." I'm like, "We're on opposite sides here." So if you can see it and it's casting a shadow.
You're actually making it worse.
Like, I really can't see anything.
That's what he's looking at. I love you, babe. You know?
I was just kind of like, she's like, I mean, I can see it from right here. I'm like,
yeah.
We're on opposite sides.
I was at the boys' football practice yesterday, and I text Sharita while we were there, and I said, "Yeah, man, they got Malik at third string." And we kept with the conversation. She was, "Babe, about that third string thing, what does that mean?" I said, "Oh, you're so cute." So I love you, man. Because had you had known, I had questions.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who'd you date? That was a first string.
Wow. Yeah.
But anyways, man, gaming is done. Football is done.
Basketball's still rocking.
Basketball is still rocking right now. Damian Lillard is a cheat code.
Yeah.
He scored 100 and some odd points. Playing games should be happening here pretty soon.
I thought they are in the playoffs right now, but I think that
they gotta play Minnesota, right? Or not Memphis.
They no, somebody else has a chance to beat them for the 8th spot. I forget who it is.
No, I think it's a play-in game, right?
I think their playing game was a couple days ago.
No,
that was when they played the Nets. Like they had to win that game. That was their play-in.
No, that was the one. No, the play-in game. They have the Nets have the 7th seed.
Yeah, I mean, but it's East and West, so
Yeah, that's
whatever.
true.
But,
so the play-in game though is them and Memphis.
Okay.
So whoever wins that one game gets the 8th seed.
Okay.
And they play the Lakers. And I will say though that CJ McCollum doesn't look healthy. Something's up with him. He doesn't look healthy. He looks kind of like he gained weight a little bit, and that could point to him not being in shape or being not shape, but being hurt. Mm-hmm. So I don't think that they will give the Lakers too tough of a challenge if they beat Memphis. I mean, who's to say Memphis might beat them? I
don't know, man. Like because Melo been looking real solid.
He has. Melo is slimmed down.
Melo got something to prove to LeBron.
You think so?
Yeah, he like, listen, man.
Melo don't want to miss.
We came in the same year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I came in off a college national championship. I won way before you.
Yeah.
Maybe not on this level, but I still won way before you.
Yeah.
And we were neck and neck for a while, and then you
just
ascended.
Yeah, he just ascended.
And
he had the gold hair flow.
Forgot about me, but I ain't forget.
I love Melo's what he's doing now. I love he embracing this role. I do love him. Hopefully, being in the playoffs, they beat Memphis today. Even though your time is coming, you got time to play.
Yeah.
So
don't worry about
I want to see playoff Lillard, man. Lillard was pulling from the logo.
He was.
Okay, like he was a cheat code out there, man. He literally was the complete package. And I love the back and forth between him and Patrick Beverly and Paul George.
Like, listen,
Paul George caught a lot of shrapnel.
Man.
Yeah, and Lillard's sister did not hold back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And PG, you know what I'm saying? He just threw a little light jab, and then Dame came with a haymaker. Like,
he
did. You had to go there.
Yeah, you had to go there.
You had to do all that.
Yeah, and his sister just came with the complete topper.
Yeah,
but
no, I mean PG girl came back kind of.
Like, she did come back kind of spicy.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, okay, yeah, I know Dame. Like Dame, you really can't jump in that. Right, that's just your sister. You should tell your sister, right? Chill out.
But we talked about this in the last podcast about how all these guys are around each other. They don't like each other all like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm surprised it hasn't been more chippy than that happened.
I think this is going to be good for the NBA because now it's not going to be so much buddy.
Right. And Dame has been the one always said that, like, you guys are chumps. He never like teaming up. And he told Paul George, like, you ran and went to another team.
He's scared of his work.
He's scared of the work. He's scared of the grind, man.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be upset to see Dame leave because I don't think they got enough to beat the Lakers. What do you think is up with the Lakers, bro?
Man, I just don't think that. I think that it's another ragtag team. LeBron's just got two of his stars. Because I think about like the Cleveland teams, right? Mm-hmm. After Kyrie left, that was a ragtag team at that point.
Absolutely.
Because you know what I'm saying? You lost one of your stars. And Kevin Love was still there.
Yeah.
But you just kept on adding on just like these guys, just seeing if it would work. And you kept moving the pieces around. Mm-hmm. And it's starting to feel like the Lakers are turning into that.
Yeah, Avery Bradley not being there is a big thing. I think if Rondo being hurt, if they had played a healthy Portland, and once again, this is if Portland gets in, that they would have been it'd have been a lot of problems for Portland, for LA to stop Portland. I do think though that okay, hear me out. The team is really Anthony Davis's team.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
It's really Anthony Davis's team. I think that he carries himself that he still looks at LeBron as being his team. Yeah. And until that is relinquished, I don't know if LeBron is. It's not something I think LeBron's like giving up the reins. Because remember when LeBron went to Miami and then D Wade was like, "This is your team."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still a star. I can still do it, but it's your team. Until that torch is officially passed to AD, or even if LeBron
I don't think LeBron can pass it, and not in an ego way. I think that it's like, yo, we as the fans will never see it as Anthony Davis's team. Well, yeah, it's always going to be LeBron's team.
We do see it that way, but I'm saying like as far as with because think about it, every matchup, like if they play Portland or who is it? No, the Clippers. Yeah. They play. Let's just say we just fast forward and it's the Clippers versus the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, right? They can throw bodies at LeBron. Not saying that they would stop him, but they can throw bodies at him. They
can make it definitely difficult.
They can't. They have no answer for AD.
Yeah,
they have no, and until AD really is like put that cape on and say, "Listen, I'm going to carry us." That's why I think the Lakers are going to struggle.
Well, and also it's like I think that it's tough to put that cape on AD because it's like he do get hurt.
He do.
I'm
waiting for that shoe to fall.
He been healthy so far, but
yeah.
Listen, any day now.
Yeah, it's like the on Tecmo Super Bowl. You run around with Bo Jackson. Eventually you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's God level when you're playing with him, but eventually you're gonna get hurt.
Eventually you're gonna be out, and then it's like, yo, now the odds done got evened.
Yeah. So I hope that can happen. I'm rooting for the Lakers, but I don't know, man. I still think
Clippers might be the most complete team.
I think so too. Now they got Lou back.
Yeah.
That dude is a walking bucket.
Yeah. I just, you know what? You want to know how to stop AD, man? Montrezl Harrell and Joakim Noah, just listen, hard fouls.
Yeah.
Like, listen, don't worry about whatever else happens outside of that. Just hard fouls.
Yeah, just lay the wood, the iron.
Joakim Noah, that's actually what you're here for.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get in here, play dirty, kick him like Jordan did. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that was classic.
That was still classic. I
never saw that.
I never
saw that. I was that day years old when I found it out. He kicked John Stockton. Yeah,
I was
like
Steve
Kerr over.
You know what? That was God level basketball IQ.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
He kicked him in the perfect spot where his leg buckled.
Bro,
Didn't hurt him.
That wasn't even Michael Jordan at that point. That was just God telling him what to do. Like, listen, Mike, kick your leg out to the right. And I got you. I don't know what he did to gain favor, but the Lord's blessings kept on raining down on Michael Jordan, because it's like, yo, you making great plays and don't nobody even notice. I mean, you cheating.
Right.
I mean, you're not cheating, but you're playing a little dirty.
Yeah.
But
to the fact his company releases a new shoe every week that sells out.
Yes. No matter what it looks
like. No matter what it looks like.
What can you do?
All right, so last story we had, man.
Yeah.
Seahawks. They
they cut my guy.
They cut the rookie. I don't even know his name.
I don't either.
He tried to sneak a girl in, saying that she was a teammate.
Yeah.
And she had a clear ponytail sticking out. I want to see the footage of it. I still haven't seen a video. I'm surprised no one has a video of who he tried to sneak in, because I want to know what he tried to pass off. Yeah, he said it was a teammate. So I'm curious on that. But so the Seahawks said, you know what, you could be a lot of things, and you could do it not here.
Yeah.
So they cut him from the team. It was just more hilarity than anything.
I know he got to feel stupid though. It's like, man, you worked all your life to make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
To lose it for some buns.
Man. Yeah. And I think training camp was almost over.
Right. But you know what though? It's a good thing she said it was a rookie, because it's like, yo, he's still thinking that this is college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you know what I'm saying? You might try to get away, like sneaking a girl into the dorms. Hey, whatever.
Right.
But it's like, now, you know what I mean? Like, you had dreams being in the NFL. Maybe he's nice, so maybe he might just get picked up again anyway. But maybe not.
Nice. He ain't that nice.
That's what I'm saying.
Because if he was that nice, then we'd never heard about it.
It might just be over with.
It might just be over, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It might just be over, because let Tom Brady try to sneak some money in. I mean, he didn't pay his dues though. But let's another high profile rookie or something, like Trevor Lawrence. Not Trevor Lawrence. What's the man with Ohio State?
You talking about man who played for the Bengals?
Plays for the Redskins.
Joe Burrow?
No, the Redskins.
Oh, okay. J.K. Dobbins. Not J.K. Dobbins. I know you're talking
whatever,
about.
That guy.
Yeah.
Let him try to sneak some money in. But it never happened.
Right.
So he might not be that good, man.
Yeah.
But regardless, it was a funny story. I'm here for just the jokes. So they cut him though.
Yeah.
So now man is he has progressed to the role of customer now. He's not on the team, but I think he'll bounce back. Hopefully, if he's good enough. It was a mistake, man. I didn't think they had. Even if it did happen, they had to put him on blast like that.
I mean, yeah, they did.
They did?
They had to make an example out of him.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody else got any smart ideas, and because listen, NFL got a lot riding on this, and it don't really seem like they got the greatest of plans. For how this whole thing is going to go down. So. They feel like, we can be the NBA without taking the precautions and the measures that the NBA has to make sure they get everything reined in.
Football got to get a bubble going, man. They got to do
how?
I don't know.
Too many people and like there'd be no way to play the game.
True, but football is so much emotion goes into it.
Yeah,
that they figured it out in basketball. They got to figure it out in football, as far as not the bubble. I'm saying like the fake crowd noise and things of that nature. I don't know how they're going to get this off. Yeah. I don't think football's going to happen. I've said it many times. I don't think football's going to happen. They already canceled college. They're letting high school go to a small capacity. I don't see how the NFL's going to work.
Nah, and plus, I think about it like this too. The NBA is working right now because they only asked them to do this for 2 months.
Well, hold on now. Stop for a second. Because the NBA is only working right now because they haven't enforced the new rules now. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So now the family can come and close family friends can come, but you have to prove you know them.
Right.
Okay? I'm staying glued to the socials. and seeing when Bernice flies in to the bubble.
She's not,
because it's over.
No, listen. The NBA was basically saying without saying, like, listen,
keep the thoughts.
It's not going to happen. Like, I'm very sorry. Like,
because once that happens, it's over.
Yeah, like it's not going to happen. Like, even if if she's an Instagram girl, I don't care if she's your fiance. She's not coming here at all. Period. It's like, listen, your mother, your wife, your children. You know what I'm saying? Maybe your fiance, maybe.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it's not going to happen. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Your homeboy, your agent, business partner, none of that is flying.
But I think they need to understand that that's a very delicate thing right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta really guard that, because if they let just anybody come, it's over.
You know, this will be the telltale on how tight the security is going to be down there. If they let Russell Westbrook's brother come to the bubble, then it's like, okay, you know what? He actually fits the full criteria. If they don't let him go to the bubble, I know that they're like, nah, listen, your wife and them kids can come, man. That's it.
I'm just gonna go to the Explore page, and I'm just seeing somebody from the Explore page just saying touchdown at Disney World, and I'm gonna know the time clock is on. Jump in a hurry up and get this thing over with, because everybody about to get sick. You know what I mean? Just flying everybody in. So yeah, we'll see. But NFL's not happening, bro.
Nah.
All right, man. No ID. He sold his whole catalog.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's very weird.
Yeah, why do you think he did that?
I don't know. I really don't know. And the guy who bought it, I guess, is the same guy who bought up the Dreams catalog.
Really?
So I guess he's banking on streaming numbers, kind of gambling with buying it and knowing that the streams are going to happen. I don't know. It was kind of weird. I mean, no ID. We got 444. A lot of early.
I'm sure.
Yeah, his catalog's quite crazy.
Right. But I'm sure the percentages that he owned on that is like that.
Yeah. Well, he sold his stake in it, though.
I'm surprised Hope wouldn't buy it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I just read it and like, it didn't make a lot of sense to me why anyone would sell their catalog.
I mean, if you just need the capital right now, like maybe you got other business ventures. Do
you think I mean, I don't think No ID does. I mean, I don't know. I'm not. I mean,
he could. He might have other opportunities that he needs to invest in right now that might be more lucrative than what those music sales would be over the next few years.
Maybe he's building a new computer.
That'd be a smart thing. If he was smart, I would recommend it. So I don't know. It's always weird whenever an artist sells like their publisher.
It is because artists fight for that so much.
Yeah, exactly. They fight so that way they can sell it.
Yeah,
or they can collect the royalty on it.
Yeah. All right, I don't know. I just read the story. It kind of make a lot of sense to me. All right, man. Drake, he came out with a new video.
Yeah,
in the Nike bubble.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was very dope. I thought the video was very dope. When I sent it to you, and I know you didn't get a chance to view it till later on. But we never had a chance to talk about it. Mm-hmm. I think the funniest thing or the best thing I think about Drake is the fact he doesn't take himself too serious.
Right.
You know what I mean? He makes fun of himself.
Absolutely.
We as fans would always say, man, the dude's kind of emo. He was the beginning of the video. I ain't gonna lie, I got nervous because he was crying.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, where are you taking us here, Orbs? Like, come on, bro. You ain't got to be looking into the camera crying. Like, I know you're soft. We make fun of you being soft, but come on, bro. You ain't got to be doing that.
Right.
And then later in the video, when he made fun of that, knowing that we were making fun of that, that's what it kind of brought it full circle. I'm like, he's a showman, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, to me, it's like, for these rappers especially, I feel like that's the greatest space that you could put yourself in, where it's like, yo, listen, I don't have to be like some gangster. I don't have to be some just complete ladies man all the time. I don't have to be the coolest guy in the world all the time.
Right.
Because that's a tough image to keep up. It's like, yo, listen, if you can just be cool and make fun of yourself, yeah, listen, you can do anything now.
Right. It makes you look normal.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just a guy too. What'd you think about the shade of Kanye throughout the whole song?
Oh man, I feel like whatever Drake's definitely coming with an album very soon. Like he's not just dropping singles for no reason. And whenever this album comes, I feel like he's gonna be on a revenge tour for everybody that has something to say to him.
He might be. It might be. Yeah, is he gonna say anything about Pusher?
Probably.
He might throw some subs.
Yeah, I definitely think he's gonna throw some subs at Push. But even though it seems like his beef with Push is kind of whatever, I
think he says his beef from Push is kind of like shrapnel from really the beef with Kanye.
Yeah. So I think like he focuses that energy back to Kanye.
Yes.
Instead of really going at Push, because it's like, yo, that's whatever. But what happened with me and Push only happened because of you, Kanye.
Yeah, exactly. He blames Kanye for all of that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I had to roll out my own son.
I do feel like he's finally tipping his cap that Hov is the greatest.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you notice like he was in that new Maybach, like how Jay did it, like he did the concept car, like how Jay had in Lost One.
Oh no, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
So like he's pulling to the Nike campus in the Mercedes, is it XLR, I believe? Yeah. I forget. It's a concept car or whatever.
But from my blood.
Yeah, but it is the Maybach. It's like the new Maybach, but it's probably never gonna come out. But that's never gonna come out.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? I feel like that was an old nod to Hov real quick, and you know, give him his props. You know,
it's real God's planish.
Yeah,
it sounded kind of that, but I love God's plan too.
Absolutely, but I love that you know, he got all the athlete cameos in there. I thought
you got your boy KD out there playing on 1-on-1. We ain't seen KD do anything.
KD's busting him down too. That was hilarious. He was looking scared.
Yeah,
KD out there busting him down. Marshawn Lynch with a quick cameo. That was great.
What route was Drake running on that pass?
No route.
Like it. He's so unathletic, it looks like, man. Like
somebody said he couldn't shake salt with that route.
Like, what route is that, man? You can't. You know who runs the best routes as a rapper, though? Who? The God, Boosie. Okay, little Boosie. You ever seen Boosie run routes?
Blueface actually, all right.
I don't.
Blueface was out there running routes with Odell and Cam.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, wow, okay.
I'll never take Blueface serious. If I see Blueface in the timeline, I don't click.
He's definitely a better football player than rapper.
He probably is.
Yeah, that ain't hard to.
Well, that ain't hard to do, bro. I don't know how he caught a stray and all this, but whatever. The video was dope. Song was good. Drake's in album mode. Hopefully we get an album soon. I do feel a little sad that, you know, his type of albums usually be, because this type of song was actually one you would like listen to outside.
Right.
But you can still set the vibe, man. Just how you got to cook out, set the vibe. You got the vibe out here. Just do it at home.
Man, listen, I'm gonna have to check out Boosie now that you done made. Because now I think about it, like Boosie got a lot of health issues. Like Boosie's like diabetic.
He's a clown. Like it's a complete. Like his route is. I say it with tongue in cheek.
Okay,
it is literally one of the worst routes ever ran. But it's like he holds nothing back. Like he wants to be a football player. Yeah. But I just find Boosie so funny.
Yo, man, listen, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
Zuckerberg. Get that man back his Instagram. That's how he feeds his family. Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, man. Boosie's a wild boy. All right, man. So yeah, shout out to Drake and them. That video was dope. I like videos again. Like I will say,
yeah.
God's Plan was a dope video.
It was.
You know, but this one, even having the cameo, no one's social distancing. We're all doomed. All right, man. Last thing we had was 6ix9ine, bro. He's in LA.
Yeah, having a blast.
He's having a blast. Everyone is really on like having hard feelings about him showing Nipsey Hussle's memorial. He kind of took a knee and then prayed over it, and then I guess they were saying like, I help me understand that, kid. Why everyone was so up in arms about it?
Because it was 6ix9ine. Like you know, the one thing I will say, you know, especially for hip hop, all these old guys that are in hip hop or just in the streets or whatever you want to say, it's like, yo, listen. Get over it, man. Like, all right, let it go. Like, clearly he's just doing whatever. He's just trying to get people to talk about what he's got going on or whatever. Yeah. He's doing this to draw attention. And y'all are feeding right into it. Like, y'all don't know this kid. He's never done anything to you. But you, like, somehow, some way, like, you feel disrespected. Like, go on about your life. Grow up. Grow up, man. Like, what is going on here?
Well, I think if they realize that by them getting upset and angry, is literally fueling what he's trying to do.
It's working.
It's working. That's all he's trying to do. The whole thing about trolling, I don't like it either. I hate that term, but nonetheless, it's to get you upset and in your feelings.
Right.
And if they do that, they feel like they're winning. Aha, you mad. It goes back to Cam's thing he did with old boy.
Yeah.
But if you just let him go and don't pay him no mind, eventually I think it'll go away. Because he hasn't put any music out.
He's been putting it out, but I mean, it's just kind of been whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now you're off house arrest, so he's trying to build that back up too.
Yeah.
And like that's his whole MO. It's like, I'm outside, and y'all said y'all was gonna do this, that, and the third. But again, he's just feeding off of the energy that y'all already gave him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that was like, I'm sure he saw the headlines that this is the talk about. Oh man, he's gonna be in protective custody for the rest of his life, and you know he's gonna have to do this and do that. So he's playing off of that.
Right.
But again, it's like, yo, listen, y'all don't know him, and y'all didn't have nothing to do with any of it.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone. Quit trying to throw your life away over something that doesn't matter. Like it does not matter in the slightest. Listen, whatever the guys that got caught up with him, however they feel about it, fine. They're entitled to feel about it. But y'all guys on the West Coast, like the game, why are you getting mixed up in this?
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Yeah, it's like you out here talking about y'all gonna do this and do that and blah, 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 blah. First of all, he didn't do anything disrespectful to the Nipsey Hussle memorial. Like, if he want to go visit it, it's a public, you know, it's a public thing.
It goes to exactly what you said, though. It's the fact that it's him.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's him, you know, paying his respects and paying respects from a rat. Nipsey would have never liked you and da-da-da. So that's kind of he was saying like, saying about Pop Smoke and, and then people will come back like Pop Smoke wouldn't have liked you and everything. And
listen, people need to find something better to do with their lives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
Like, that's what it comes down
No
to.
doubt.
Find something better to do with your life.
Build a computer.
Yeah, exactly, man. Then you can be a PC gamer, join the master race.
Okay, nah, man. You got anything else, man?
I think that about does it. I'm going to go fire the boy up. You know what I mean? Got things to do on there. Yes.
Let's get out of here, man. But yo, I am Nadir.
This Kev.
And yo, we're Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 223. Drink more water, people.
Peace.
Peace.